Good morning, traders. John from Crypto Candlestick Trading. Just want to do a very quick update on Bitcoin and the charts. As we can see, we're pretty green over here. Things are looking pretty positive, and yeah, excitement starting to come back into this market. But let's just have a look at what the chart is trying to tell us, and let's avoid the hype wherever we can. So I just want to, I've got this off a candlestick chart, and I've got it on a chart where we've just got the lines and we can clearly see, the highs, lows, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. And now from here, for this low, we've come back into a resistance area because we know that this was support. It went over, it came down, it broke through support. And what usually happens when it breaks support? It'll come back to test resistance. Now, is this going to be a test of resistance up in this area here and then, continue its downtrend? We could break out and keep on heading up and, no one knows what's going to happen. All we can do is read the charts and what they tell us. At the moment, we're trading below the major moving averages. We've got very scrappy, it is kind of reversal, but, this is a lot of wicks and indecisive trading in here. There's a lot of dojis and stuff, which is indicating that there's indecision. And even this candle here, it's trying to become a rocket booster, but, it's in an area, this is in a downtrend. You don't buy rocket boosters in a downtrend. You buy them in an uptrend. We're making lower highs, lower lows. This is, I woke up this morning and thought, oh yeah, look at this. This is looking pretty good. You'd almost buy. And then I just thought, you amateur, what are you talking about? Have a look at the chart. What's the chart trying to tell you? And what is the chart trying to tell me? It's under all the moving averages. We're struggling to get with, any conviction above the 9. I do kind of like this volume that's come back in, but there are a few problems with the volume too. Let me just explain. We've got 3 declining days in volume on the way up, which is a little bit backwards, isn't it? If this was going to be a strong rally that was taking off, we would see increasing volume on the way up. I like this that we've got low red volume here with not much of a red candle. And then we've got smashing volume that smashed the red volume, which is good, But the only problem is the candle's not good. I want a full thrust, full body candle that's going to, take us into new highs and give us a new direction. This just doesn't do that. Here, all I can see here so far is that we've got a resistance area here, from here, 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 and here. So, and if we're in a downtrend, what will usually happen is it will come down, break through the support, come back, and now the support becomes resistance, hit resistance, and then continue its decline. That's what will usually happen. So this indecisive trading up to resistance, really, when you think about it, it's not really all that exciting. If anything, this is just another thing to say, stay away from the markets, keep your money safe, locked in your account, don't trade anything yet. The only thing I'd be trading now is a 4-hour chart. And, I'm really not interested in the 4-hour chart either. Okay, there's probably a few good moves here that you could have got into, but I just don't, and another thing we've got to keep in mind, Bitcoin is the money. When Bitcoin moves, everything else follows, or, 9 times out of 10, except we saw Mana, even when Bitcoin was in the downer yesterday, we saw Mana that was, trading up nicely, which was good. I haven't looked at any hype or, stuff on Mana to see what the go is there, but, the chart does look good, but the general market does not look good. So one more thing that I wanted to point out as well, just while I'm on here, is there's a lot of people use this thing called a Fibonacci retracement. And a Fibonacci retracement, you take the swing high, you can do this from the low or, going up, or from the high going down. It's because we're, pretty much in a downtrend now. I'm just going to put this here so you can see this a little bit clearer, open it up a little bit more. So we've gone the high all the way down to the swing low. And then this will give us the calculations. There's the 50% line right there. And, from the low, so we've got the high down to the low, and then it's pulling back towards the high. So this would be the 38% pullback. This would be a 50% pullback. This would be a 61.8% pullback. And these numbers naturally keep on occurring over and over and over again. So there's a lot of people that use the Fibonacci retracement tool, and because of its accuracy, and it's just a good confirming indicator. But here we've got this declining candle here in a downtrend. We've broken through that level, come down to here, and now we've pulled back to, look at this, 1, 2, 3 touches at 50%. So we've pulled back to the 50% mark, and we're at resistance as well. and the volume's declining on the rise. There's just a few things here that don't make this a very good, like there's nothing to trade here. There's no reason to enter the market, no reason to get excited and think that, yep, we're going to the moon. We haven't even convincingly broken the 9 yet. And also we're still got an hour to go, so anything could happen. But anyway, that's my take on Bitcoin. I'll just go through and have a quick squeeze of the week. As we can see, so where I like to get into, like if this was a sort of reversal, sort of a candle, which I don't see it as being, all it is it's a harami, or actually it's not even a harami because it's outside, but the body, some people read the harami as the body inside the body, and whereas realistically this candle should be inside the body. So, and then that makes a real harami. But this here, like if this was a buy or an entry, I'd be buying the red, from the red while it was down here. I'd be placing my entry as soon as it turned to green. But still, there's nothing to trade here. Like, have a look at the weekly chart. Even if we look at this on the weekly chart, from this high down to here, we got increase in selling volume too on the downside. So this here isn't a fantastic reversal at all. We're still, looking quite negative at this stage. We'll wait and see. Just the main thing is keep your money safe. No reason to be in this market at this stage. This is just, this is retail traders, slow grinding all the way up. If big money was in here, this would be moving, and it would be moving in a decisive direction. This is retail traders trying to get the market moving, and they're struggling and struggling, and pretty soon, big money's up here. Wouldn't surprise me. But I'm not a mind reader, so I don't really know. But it wouldn't surprise me if big money's up here, ready to take plenty of shorts, stops, take them down there, and away we go, carrying on this. At the moment we have a trend, and it is down. Well, for the mid and the short term anyway. So, and for the long term, could we get a turnaround here? Yeah, we could. Does it look like it? No, it doesn't. So, we'll just have to wait and see. Okay, so there's Bitcoin on the daily. I'll just go through a few of these other ones quickly, and see what all the hype and excitement's about. Yeah, this is looking pretty good. I'll just get rid of some of the drawing stuff. Got some good reversals there, and a lot of indecision here. Then we've got a rocket booster happening here with increasing volume. See, this is the sort of thing that I do like. Stochastics oversold. Yep, I do like this for a trade. This kind of thing here. But what's one thing that would be stopping me is we're under all the moving averages. We're making low, high, lower high, lower low, lower high, and we're down here. So and also the general trend of the market isn't looking good. If this was in an uptrend, man, I'd be all over it. Like I wouldn't let an opportunity get be missed if I saw this. If it was in an uptrend. But we're not in an uptrend, so I'm not really interested in taking that one at the moment. I want more confirmation. And I don't know if you saw the video. After we have a significant decline, then we've got a selling climax where big buyers came back in, and then we keep on selling down, and then we get our first close, but I'd rather more full body close above the 9. Stochastics are coming out of oversold, and then our second close above here, that would have been a buy, and then bang, but would it have been a buy under the major moving averages? Well, it's entirely up to you on how you want to trade that. I mean, for me, it's way too risky doing this. I'd much rather buy this sort of stuff above the major moving averages, because if we go above the major moving average and then pull back and give this sort of signal, it gives so much more strength. Big money likes to buy above the moving averages and sell below the major moving averages. So if that was a buy, it would have failed. Now, if we've come down here again and we've got the same sort of thing happening, this could be our first buy, our first close above the 9. Like after we've had a selling climax like this, now we're looking for our first close above the 9. Stochastics are oversold, coming out of oversold. I'll be looking at this for a rise up to about, say $3.50 or something like that, up to around about this line here, because we can see there's two areas over here that I can see that have been touched. There comes my drawings back up there again. But, we can see a line there that's been touched and a line there that's been touched. So I'll just get rid of this stuff again. So, but, we can see that there. So what I'll be looking for is maybe a rally up to there and then a pullback, and then our second close above, but still we're under the major moving averages. And Bitcoin looks pretty, it actually doesn't look pretty. It looks pretty ordinary. That's how it looks. Anyway, not much there. Look at that. See, this is good for a short. I like this sort of stuff for shorting material. you know, like it's come up over there and it's collapsed below the major moving averages. It's coming, you know, the nine's bringing it down, and then we've come up, attempted. We've got a shooting star to the south side. That's how negative this is up here. You know, if this continues as downtrend, yeah, you know, this would be a good short entry. Here we are, Tezos, and yep, let's have a look at Tezos on the daily. So yeah, good bit of reversal there. Yeah, you know, it's just it still looks downtrendish. You know, it doesn't look solid like it's a good buying opportunity. You know, like, yeah, we closed above the nine, declining volume. Yep, yeah, okay, well, they've got a little bit of increase in volume. Stochastics coming out oversold. So, you know, that doesn't look too bad, but it doesn't look too good either because, you know, like, you know, we've broken through support and now we've come back and we've found resistance. You know, is this going to be the true resistance line that we're going to be, you know, failing at or, you know, starting to sell off from? You know, if we get an engulfing close below the nine, I'll be shorting. You know, but at this stage, there's just, you know, this is speculation. This is. Look at this closing. You know, close below the nine. That's good. You know, oh, this is that Matic that I was looking at yesterday. So, actually, I was very tempted to get in here yesterday. But anyway, like I didn't get in. But Mana, I was looking at getting in Mana as well. But the same kind of thing again. Here, like have a look at this. You know, we've come flying up. You know, like all the way up to here. So we've got support, you know, well, broke through support a little bit, but, you know, there's still support there. Support there, broken through support. What usually happens if it comes back up to touch the previous support is now resistance. So if we're touching resistance, we should be on the 4-hour chart or, you know, 1-hour chart looking for reversal patterns here or somewhere around between here and the 50. You know, like, and really that's not a bad idea at all. So, oh, look at that. And here we are on the 4. Oh, look at this, the 4-hour. And we've reached the 200. And now we're going to give, it looks like a little bit of a reversal candle. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to find out what the low is of this 4-hour candle. And the low is 275.6. I'm just going to make it 270, well, below that. But I want to get as close as I can. 275.2, that'll do. So now, if this goes down below that and turns, you know, like, and it'll definitely be red. You know, this is it's not looking very strong for a you know, a buy. You know, it actually, to be honest, it looks like it's in reversal territory, reversal areas. So let's carry on back to the daily chart. Yeah, we can see there's some good things that have happened. You know, I can't deny that some good things have happened. Is it real, true reversal material? No, borderline, but, you know, like it's more on the side of no than anything else. You know, as we just go through this, look at this. You know, this to me is good shorting material. You know, we've come down here, we've broken through the 200, and we've tried to get up and go back above it, and then engulfing straight off, almost a shooting star engulfing sort of thing, you know, happening. So, you know, we don't know what's going to happen with this, but, you know, like I would like it if, you know, this was constructed a little bit better. But that's the sort of thing that I'm looking for. You know, this isn't a short to take because there's a lot of long wicks down around here, so I wouldn't be taking this short. And, you know, but I want to see Bitcoin resume its downtrend, and I want to see a good solid closing candle below the 9. You know, if I see that, you know, I'll probably be looking at going short, but between here and there, I'm just going to sit on the sidelines and wait because there's no real reason to be in this market. You know, it's this is just hype to try to get you in there in the market. And I've seen the big dumps that big money takes, you know, like they'll just, you know, like, well, once they've got enough buyers, they'll just sell. They'll go, great, right, we've got enough liquidity here, bang, let's go. And, you know, I just don't want to be a part of that at all. You know, here we are, you know, climbing up. And, you know, it's the same again. We're climbing up to resistance. And so if we start seeing reversal signals on the smaller time frames at resistance here, I'll be looking at more south side. Yeah, you know, good reversals. You know, like I do like some of these candles for reversals, but we're in a downtrend. We're making lower highs and lower lows. You know what? The number one thing that you look at when you go to a chart is what's the trend? Is it up or down? And so, you know, we can see. I'll just do one. You know, this last one here. You know, and I was actually looking at Adam yesterday. I think it was for a short, and you know, like, look at that. So if this candle here was to turn red, let's just have a look. So the open there was 27.18. I want to go a little bit below that. I'm going to go 27.17. That'll do me. So now if this turns red, or today or in 45 minutes when it opens up, if it trades down below that, I want to know about it, because that will say to me that this downtrend is continuing. And we can just have a look at this here. This is major reversal, major reversal. Like that's clear as day. We should be able to see that quite clearly. And then from this sort of thing here, have we had enough of a decline? It just that looks very aggressive to me, and I think that we're just lacking in the decline. I think there's still more to go. Anyway, traders, if you have any questions, actually 2 seconds, I will just go back to Bitcoin, and there was one more thing that I think I wanted to look at here. And no, yep, that looks pretty good. It's just a downtrending market, traders, and I wouldn't be bothered going into it. Anyway, traders, if you need any help with anything, let me know. Happy to help, and have a good day. See you.